Coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live. Hitting you with the soundboard early on. Did someone else do that, or was that all me? Because there was like a second one.
I went for the same sound effect at the same time.
What?
We're synergized.
Spirits. Yeah, damn.
Soundsy.
Pressing me. Today's episode is sponsored by Stitch Fix, Honey, Hims, Policy Genius, and today I'm honored and blessed and privileged to have with us today Theo Von the Rat King.
Hey, good to be here, man. Thank you. It's beautiful in here.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I think you're one of the funniest dudes possibly ever to grace this God's green planet. I have to tell you, when we saw you at the Comedy Store, we were there recently. Mm-hmm. Man, when you came up to the stage, you got the loudest response.
Do you think so?
I'm sure of it. People were going fucking ape shit.
Yeah.
And I had seen you before.
But those were apes, actually.
They were apes. It was weird. I was at the zoo, and I was on acid, and you weren't there at all.
But thank you, though. Sorry, I don't receive compliments well. Obviously, I had to deflect it and make it awkward.
I have problems accepting compliments, too. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's something I need to work on.
What is it? Because it's... Yeah, and that makes me... Then you feel uncomfortable because then you feel like... Yeah, now the person feels like I don't even care about the fact that they compliment.
You don't... They're being gracious. They're giving you a gift. It's
Yeah.
like if someone's like, hey, man, I got you these really cool shoes. Bro, I don't need shoes.
Yeah, I don't have feet. Yeah.
I don't have feet.
Yeah. What are you doing
It's
here,
messed
guy?
up, so... Yeah.
But thank you.
How do you accept a compliment and stay humble? You know, I think that's the...
Well, I think what I've learned to do, and that's a really good question.
Yeah, it is.
Is that you don't have to accept the compliment in your brain, but you should, out of grace, make the exchange not awkward. So you say, thank you. Mm-hmm. I did the numbers, and that's what I came to.
Yeah, if somebody compliments you, you can't be like, let me tell you something, guy.
No.
Okay?
But my
Thank
natural inclination is to be like, if someone's like, hey, you're really funny, and it's like, well, not everybody, it's like, you're one of the few, It's like,
Yeah, thank you. That's what I usually say. Thank you, or that's nice of you to say. But sometimes I will feel uncomfortable, and I'll have to react, or I'll have to try and make them feel good also, I think.
Right.
You're like, damn, that's a dope shirt.
Yeah.
It's like just a normal Nike shirt.
Yeah. They don't even have a shirt on. They're in a coma.
This shit keeps getting a weird twist, man.
Yeah, dude.
At the end of this episode, it's just going to be me waking up from a dream. Is that real? Anyway,
No, but
also,
thank you for having me.
Yeah, you really are such a funny guy. And let me tell you guys, after watching this, you're gonna want to go. Don't listen to me. Let him convince you throughout the show. Now the pressure's on. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was born under pressure, man. My fucking mom wore tight pants,
Yeah.
So, and she always has, and she did even during birth.
Right.
Can you imagine that?
They cut off.
Yeah, they cut you. I mean, dude, you're trying to gestate in there, and you're rocking against a 19-inch belt.
Yeah. So then in that case, since he is comfortable under pressure, Dark Arts Tour, TheoVon.com. Get tickets. You're on tour right now, right?
Yep, on tour right now. We're going to be in San Jose this weekend, and then Phoenix, and going to go to Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
We have Australian fans, so hey.
The best fans, man.
They're sweet-ass mother effers there.
We've never been, but...
I keep telling them to boat over and see a show. That's what I tell them.
Boat over, but you're going over there now.
Yeah, well, they
don't need to boat over.
I've been waiting in Santa Monica and zero Aussie. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's going to be crazy. And then what else? Yeah, we got some other places, Kansas City and other few places coming up.
Hit the website, TheoVon.com. He's also the host of his very own podcast, which is hilarious, this past weekend, and No Offense on Netflix.
Yeah, we got No
Comedy
Offense
special.
on Netflix, yeah.
So God bless all that going on for you.
Thank you, man. That's nice of you to say.
So also, and first of all, happy birthday to you. Yesterday was your birthday, right?
It was, yeah.
Happy
It was,
birthday.
man. I had a lot of cake and got sugar sick a little bit around 9 p.m. And that was pretty much it.
That was it, huh? Keeping
Yeah.
it tight, keeping it slim.
Yeah, I kept it slim, man. Just really. My mom sent me a cake, and I just started eating it, and I knew I shouldn't have eaten it. Right when I saw it, I said, "Don't eat it," and then I started eating it.
You soloed a cake?
I didn't. No.
Okay,
I
good.
had
'Cause you
about a third.
Oh, a third. Wow, that's impressive.
That's a lot.
That's beast mode.
It is, and it's not safe.
But it's your birthday.
That's true.
Yeah. What kind of cake was it?
It was chocolate chip cookie cake.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's my favorite. So it was good. But yeah, appreciate the well wishes, man. Happy to be born. That's the start, bro.
Yeah.
You know, sex, and then you got to be born, and
Yeah.
then you get a lot of time to try not to murder somebody, and then you die. You know.
That started really optimistic and then took a turn.
Oh yeah, that's how it is, man.
You seem like a positive guy. You seem like you're always focused on positivity or trying to stay positive because I know your story is a somewhat, harrowing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like not the happiest upbringing, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
one thing I've noticed is just like I feel like you have this earnest attempt to really be positive about things, and I'm envious of that. I feel like I'm such a naturally cynical dude, and I like that about you.
Well, it's nice of you to say that, man.
It's another compliment.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna have to think of some.
Yeah, you better. I'm waiting.
Well, I like, it makes me sad if people don't feel good, because I think a lot of times when I was young, I just didn't feel good and I didn't know why. And sometimes I didn't even know. I just thought that was the world, that this is the world. You just don't feel good in it. And then I realized that it's not supposed to really be that way. And I realized that at a late age, even just in the past couple years.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think that, I want to. Yeah, it just makes me sad if people are feeling bad and they don't realize that the world can be a little bit different,
That's one of these things that I kind of realized and through therapy too is like you only know what you know, which seems so obvious, but like if your parents suck ass,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh well, yeah, my parents come home at 12 o'clock every night and I don't see them, and that's just ever, and that's just the way it is. And then you go talk to a therapist or you go to a friend's house someday. And they're like, fucking, like, having a conversation with their dad?
You're like, what's going on?
What the hell?
Yeah.
So, like...
Your dad's wild.
Yeah, dude, what? What do you guys talk about?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're eating olives together in the afternoon.
I didn't even know what olives were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you grow up and everybody's juggling and then, then you just are always just,
Maybe you're
worried
a
about
bowler.
getting hit in the head by balls,
Oh, wow. You were going... Wow, that was deep.
But you're like, then you're out in the world and everybody else is like, dude, what are you looking up in the air for all the time all scared?
Wow, that's a really good analogy.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Because everyone's... Damn. In a world of jugglers,
Yeah, one man.
one man dares to put down the balls and walk the track.
Wow.
You're from Louisiana originally, right?
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana, so it's a good state. Have you guys been there?
No.
No, I'm such a poorly traveled dude. I mean, I'm from SoCal. I know you have opinion about LA. So
I realized I have opinion about Hollywood, I think.
right.
That's what I realized even recently.
I totally agree.
And I don't have an opinion as much about LA. You even get, because there's so many great people. Like you go on like JK News. Are you familiar with those guys?
Yes.
And you go and you're like, oh, this is LA, and this is amazing. The vibe over there, and the people are having fun, and the energy's great. And I'm like, oh, this is different than Hollywood.
Yeah.
So that's what I've learned.
That's right. I'm glad to hear you say that. Not that I care about LA or anything.
No, but it's so true. You hear that all the time. And the like, I hate LA kind of thing. And if you step in Hollywood,
it's a nightmare.
I hate it too. I can't be there.
Spider-Man with a needle, like trying to stab you. Hey, for no reason.
Oh yeah,
there's like
free
weird
AIDS,
ass
bro.
Spider-Mans
Awful.
there.
Oh, you can catch an HI on a couple of corners, dude.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's so much bigger than that.
yeah, LA's a huge city.
Right.
Like I never lived in Hollywood, but I always lived in like the Valley, like around where we are now. And it's nice. It's just a nice little suburb, But how do you compare it to back home Louisiana?
Well, let me think how I compare it. Well,
How do you like it here?
I don't. Well, the traffic makes things tough, obviously, because you don't get to spend time with people. And I grew up in a place like Louisiana, and their number one, New Orleans, their number one thing is tourism. So handshaking, touching people, putting your hand on somebody's back while they're vomiting. You know what I'm saying? Natural, empathic, touches. So, to go from tourism where it's like people spending time eating, listening to music, being in that environment, people playing outdoors and more relaxed, where here where every side street turns into a highway, it's like
That's true.
dude, you'll be like there's 3-lane alleys here.
That's true.
I saw an HOV lane in a back alley the other day.
That's
You're like,
crazy.
Jesus, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So just the fact that there's so many people trying to get around, and it makes it hard to actually be people. And then I start to feel by myself because I'm not being a person, and I'm not getting a reflection of myself off others. So sometimes for me, I would learn about who I am off of other people. So if other people were feeling okay, then I would feel okay. If somebody smiled at me and be like, oh, I must be making somebody smile or being a part of a smile. So then, when you don't get that, and for somebody like me anyway, when you don't get that and you're in your car a lot or you're by yourself, you don't get the reflection to know how you're behaving. And then in my mind, I would start thinking that I'm behaving bad or that I'm a bad person. And then I get stuck in myself. So for somebody like me, it was tough to be in a place like this at first.
And you've learned to kind of find your own space here over the time?
The past couple of years have gotten a lot better.
That's good.
Yep, meet more regular people, even podcasting in a lot of ways. Knowing that I have a conversation to go to, and meeting other people, and just, dude, even an hour conversation in LA was just, that's why podcasting broke out, because nobody was having these.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It was just people driving by with an angry lawyer in the back.
Yeah. No, I think that's so true. Sometimes I have the same thing. I'll sit in my house all day, and it forces me to have a conversation.
Yeah.
One that I probably wouldn't normally have. Like, how often do you sit down and so intensely talk to anybody?
Right.
Maybe you do. You're a more interesting guy than I am, I feel like.
No, I think I'm at the Comedy Store more, and so you have more
That's a
time.
whole, yeah.
So you have your that's nice because you get to see people. But to have some, bigger conversations, not that much. I used to get real tired during conversations, I mean, when I was, I'm that guy, I'll take a break during a conversation and say, look, I'll come back in a little bit, because conversations are real hard, Sometimes you get in the 40th minute of a conversation, you don't even know what's going on.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had a 40-minute conversation with anybody outside of a professional setting.
Wow.
Maybe, I mean, with you, obviously, that's granted. But with a friend where you just sit and talk about something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get talk. In a way, I don't get talk.
Right.
I'm a bad communicator, I feel like. I have trouble connecting with people.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you do, or do you think you actually do? Because those can be two different things.
So I think I'm really good at connecting with people.
Our feet just touched on the
Yeah.
table. Do you feel
so
that?
I wasn't sure if that was the leg. We connected.
Yeah, we did. It
That
was
was
just
a good-
weird.
that was a special
And
moment.
that was an accident.
Damn, I'm sneaking back over there.
Oh, that's fucking heel magnetism, bro.
I feel like I'm good at making that first kind of superficial, being like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm Ethan. This is Ethan Klein, and it's great to meet you. Because I feel like my dad is the most superficial dude on the planet Earth. He's made of tinfoil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think it came from a way he had to be or something like that? Was there a reason why?
Dude.
I'm sorry, we're going to a deep dive.
No, that's
now.
the black hole trying to analyze my dad, dude.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Well, he was his background is super weird. His biological father was a famous movie producer, and when he was 5 years old, his own dad fucking disowned him because they got divorced. This is the crazy shit. I can't imagine how fucked those make. They got divorced, and then my grandma went and married a new guy who adopted him, but the biological dad never spoke to him again.
Oh.
He started a new family and never fucking spoke to my dad again, even till the day he died. He passed away.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. And he wasn't like a toddler. Or, I mean, toddler's bad.
They lived
He wasn't a
together
newborn.
until 5?
Yes.
Five's a
That's
crucial
really
age,
weird.
too, for that to happen, I would feel like, and then dad's just gone and you never see or hear from him.
Yeah.
But you hear about his work, probably?
Oh yeah,
Right.
he was super envious because they were wealthy and famous, and my dad, he kind of fetishizes wealth and fame. What is this, therapy? Got to put up my feet now?
No, it's just
This
interesting,
is good,
man.
This is good though. This is good progress for me.
It's interesting, you know, I learned recently that when something happens to a kid, like a child, you know, they live in a world where they think the world revolves around them. They don't really know that
Definitely.
other people are in the world as well. They know they're
Yes.
there, but that it's their world together. And so when something happens, that they reflect a lot of it as their fault, some reason. They did something, why this is, you know. So yeah, I can't even imagine that kind of like, what that would be like in your head.
I don't think he ever learned. The thing is, there's a lot of things for me to be angry at my dad about, but most of all, you have to kind of always remember that people are the way they are for a reason. My dad never learned what it meant to be a father or what it meant to my dad, being a dad meant, oh, well, I don't even care about I don't even know he exists.
Right.
I'm gonna go die and not even reach out. You know,
Right.
my mom told me a story that when Jessica was born, the first of our family, she called his biological dad and was like, "Hey, we're having a kid. You should call Gary and say congratulations." And he never fucking did. You believe that shit?
Wow.
What a nightmare.
Well,
Dad
no,
issues are the
I can't
craziest.
imagine that because like we're about to have a baby and like, how
Yeah.
do you not care? That's weird.
Wow, and
I
that's
know.
a real token too when a baby comes in, because that's like another opportunity for grandparents and
Yeah.
parents to make amends. Usually, a lot
Right.
of times, you know, it's like a get out of jail
You get close
That's
to
right.
free
it.
baby
Yeah.
That's
for everybody,
true, right?
in a weird way.
That's true. That's a really good point.
Man, that's so wild, man. Are you and your dad? Can y'all talk about that kind of stuff, or you guys keep things more chill?
Well, so my dad, you know, my parents are together, and he's always been a part of my life. But he's like I said, he's like a dude under a ghost sheet, but there's actually just not a person there. It's like a sheet. Like he'll watch TV all day.
Wow,
That he plans his day around what's on television.
sounds kind of good.
It sounds up, yeah.
Yeah.
But for
The
after,
OA is coming back out, so it does
Yeah.
sound. That part sounds good.
Feels like your dad sounds sick, and that's the problem. Well, but to circle back, my dad, he's a salesman by nature, and he's very good at making that superficial connection with people. Like, hey, I'm Gary Klein, the coolest dude you've ever known. You know, but underneath it, it's not even gilded because there's got to be a little gold on top. That's
Right.
why I say tinfoil.
Interesting. Wow, man, that's
That's
interesting.
the little fuck. It's a vicious trap.
But maybe that's as much of
that's-
a person
I
he
think-
was as he was able to develop, you know.
yes, yes.
And
Right.
maybe in the like it's, you know, like maybe it was hard for even him to develop that outer layer,
Absolutely,
whatever that is.
Yeah,
Man,
I totally. And so that again,
I bet the baby will help.
I hope so.
I mean, I bet it could in some ways that you may never even see, you know, or I don't know, but like I couldn't stand my sister, you know, and then she had a baby, and like I just could stand her, you know,
Interesting.
and I could stand her, and then it just helped me learn to look at women differently. It just, I don't know, and I never expected anything like that. I didn't really care, you know. I didn't have any sense of family, and then it kind of changed a lot of our family, a lot of our family. So yeah, maybe that could be something that could be cool,
Yeah.
you know.
That's true. When
But-
when my sister had a baby the first time, my dad was always like the hardest guy, toughest guy. Like he wouldn't even really show affection at all. He was just kind of like tough all the time. And then when she had a baby, all of a sudden he was like sweet with the baby, and like we saw sides we never saw. of him
Probably
before.
since you were a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the magic, I think, of having kids, because what I'm excited about fatherhood is that, like, you have this magical opportunity to see your own self again from that different vantage point.
Yeah.
And so you get to reframe your whole life in a way that makes way more sense. Because you see yourself, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's what I was like when I was 5.
Yeah.
Because you think back to like embarrassing shit you did when you were like, let's say 12, or I have this problem. I'll be like, dude, I can't believe I did that. But in your mind, you're thinking back.
As an adult,
You
at
see
that.
a 30-year-old dude and a 12-year-old. But then when you see yourself as a 12-year-old, you're like, how could I blame myself for what I did? This 12-year-old is fucking barely sentient.
Yeah, dude, yeah. This 12-year-old just ate 9 apples, you know, and vomited in the carport.
Yeah.
How could I think that at that age I was
I
thinking?
knew anything.
It's man, that's funny. I never thought about that. Yeah, we take this adult brain and put it back into a child's behavior,
Yes.
and then feel bad about it for acting a certain way.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I think I do that a lot, probably.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about fatherhood. It's a trip, man.
That's
I'm
cool.
excited.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
a cool adventure,
excited.
man. Yeah, when she told me that, I just got I feel so excited for you guys. That's cool. That's brave.
Yeah.
It's not brave. You just fucking squirted it in.
Yeah, bro.
If not, dude, everyone's shitting out babies.
Oh, dude, I used to work at a donut shop, bro, when I was growing up, man. And dude, we would always make sexual jokes and be filling up the donuts, dude, you know?
That easy.
Oh, yeah, huh? Look at this one. Bro, we'd name them, you know? Oh, here's Todd.
It
And it
is
would
that
just be
easy.
like a little bit of raspberry in there.
You know what tripped me out? Another thing about childbirth? We tried for like 2 years. Motherfuckers, there's like 1.5 billion people in India.
Yeah, damn, dude.
What are they? Why is it so hard for me to have a baby, but there's like 10 billion people in China?
I don't know.
They can't stop. And here we are seeing
You're just
doctors.
pumping, yeah.
What
You
the
got to
hell?
get that curry lube, bro. I think,
Is
you
that what
know?
it is?
I think you got to do something, man.
Yeah.
You know, put a
Hey, you
little.
know, it's that rhino tusk.
Yeah, Drew, draw a little. What's that elephant that pushes all the obstacles out of the way? Gargamel?
Gargamel.
No, not Dumbo. Bangladesh. I think Bangladesh, dude. You got to get a Bangladesh tattoo on your hip. Bro, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
dude. Yeah.
Gilgamesh. That's
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
Oh, right. Oh, you went OG. Gilgamesh.
Because I'm saying, yeah, he makes good sperm, they say. You know, an elephant can make almost like 7 quarts of sperm.
How much is that with your hands? Can you show me? Because I don't.
Yeah, I can show you just a second. I think it's probably. If I had to carry it in my arms, I think it would have to be frozen.
I love
though.
that you took time to calculate that.
Oh yeah, I love
me a
games
minute.
like that. You know, I love.
I can't visualize ounces.
You can't?
I can't. Well, how much is 1 ounce?
Oh, 1 ounce is probably about this much in a cup. That's about this much.
Dude, you are fucking on it.
I love little amounts.
What's your favorite little amount?
I would probably say a gram, but a wet gram.
A wet gram.
Yeah.
Because it's that smaller than it appears.
Yeah, a hard
Or
gram
it's
is
heavier
just
than it appears, I guess.
anybody could do that. A wet gram, you'll get like a fancier element or something.
Yeah.
You know, like mercury.
Yeah.
You know, you could get a wet gram of mercury, dude.
Dude, are you? What's up? Why you're like educated all of a sudden with chemistry and shit, talking about heavy mercury, heavy elements?
Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to give you that idea.
No, I know, but like you're just that's pretty impressive.
Oh no, man, I just like small amounts. You know, I've always
Still
had.
laughing at that.
We had a bunch of. I remember for Christmas one year, we got a bunch of little cups and stuff, and we would love doing that kind of stuff. You know, just having small amounts of this or, you know, small amounts of that. You know, I love that kind of stuff. But,
Damn, in another world, you're a chemist. In another life.
well, the periodic table. Speaking of semen, man, we had. I always thought semen should be on the periodic table.
Right.
You know, as the fucking grandfather, as the
That's
ball at
the
the
real
top.
element of life. You
what
talking
are we
about
doing?
hydrogen?
Yeah, boron, bro.
Talk about nut.
Dude, boron's for hoes, bro.
There's some weird ones up there, right?
Yeah.
Like the periodic table trips me out. Einsteinium.
Yeah, get the
It's like,
fuck
sorry?
outta here, bro.
Where what's this, a rock of Einsteinium in my
Yeah.
backyard?
That I think that may be Israeli propaganda, dude. I don't
That
know if
doesn't
Einstein.
exist. Yeah, that doesn't exist.
Einsteinium, what is it, dude? Long hair? Yeah, haven't slept much.
Wearing women's shoes. He does that, by the way. He wore women's
Did he
shoes.
really?
Yeah.
I could see that being fun for him.
He's just a wacky dude. He's like, dude, black holes, women's shoes. He fucked like crazy, by the way.
Did he really?
He was a womanizer. He fucked like crazy. He's like MC swear my dick.
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
Einstein? What was his first name? Lawrence? No.
Albert.
Albert.
Lawrence, he would have never become anything if his name was Lawrence.
Larry Einstein?
Larry Einstein? Man, that guy's not famous at all. That guy could be smarter than motherfucker, but nobody would care
People
about
don't
Larry.
give a fuck. Who was his brother, dude? I bet his brother was a real
Jeff.
fuck up. Jeff Einstein.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. Jeff Einstein, who went to sleepaway camp years after he was too old to be there.
Yeah. Man.
Like, damn, Jeff, you're 17, bro.
Whoa.
These kids are 9.
Wait, Einstein's kind of a dope name. Can you be Einstein today? Or you know what? You're going to be fucked for life because that's a bad comparison to set yourself up for. Like, oh, Einstein over here.
Right.
Like but it's a dope name.
It is a good name, but yeah.
He ruined it by being too
Yeah.
dope.
Too dope.
Or Hitler ruined it by being too undope. Yeah.
Yeah, the undope, bro.
Yeah.
Hitler wins it.
That's the best way to describe what he did.
Teddy Bundy wins it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Ted
dark
Bundy.
artists, man. Those are dark artists right there. All of them, really. And Einstein, I think, is too, because, to be playing around in women's shoes with electricity and shit at the house, bro. When there's no fire departments back then,
I think you might be thinking of
you got to be you got to be kind of cruel on the middle. You got to have a cruel caramel center.
well, nothing's darker than a black hole, and that's what he predicted.
Did he really, in the end?
In his theory of relativity, predicted black holes. And he did the match, he crunched the numbers, and he's like, according to this theory, and I'm the most brilliant guy alive, so according to this theory, there's black holes. And he's like, but this is so strange that this could exist that my theory must be wrong.
Wow.
And he died before they found actual black holes. But he, in his math and in his imagination, he was like, this thing is so fucking weird that this could exist, that this theory is wrong.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like having such an imagination coupled with such a, just like the ability to, like the facts, the figures, and just, that's fascinating. Just to have both of those things at that severe
I
level.
love learning about him. He was like 1 in a billion. I mean, and by the accounts, he would just sit there all day, like in his office, and just think, like in the fucking Matrix, bro. He would call them thought experiments. That's how he figured out like all this shit about light and gravity. Nobody explained what gravity was until he had a theory of gravravity.
People thought they were just kind of loitering?
Well, no. Isaac Newton had this theory of gravity and motion, but Einstein's the guy who figured out that time and space is a fabric.
Oh, wow.
And that gravity bends it. Like this guy was so brilliant. He sat in his office and he was having a thought experiment. And he imagined the more mass you had, the more you bended this fabric of space and time.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. Imagine then going and telling somebody. Imagine telling your neighbor that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The neighbor would be like, bro.
Cool, dog. Where's Larry? I like him better.
Yeah, I just saw a guy outside of the DSW shoes, and he's fucking talking about bending space and time, bro.
Yeah. Dude, he's the best, man.
That's crazy. Imagine what you think he fucked like awesomely, or you think he was like
he fucked nasty at once.
really?
Nasty
Really?
science ladies. Not that they're not attractive science girls.
No, but I mean,
Oh.
you think he was like, like a basic kind of sexual guy? You think he was like doing wild
He's
stuff?
doing
or-
equations.
He was like, why don't we just drop me from 100 feet in his vagina? If you want to do that.
I wish I knew. It could go either way.
I bet there's drawings. I bet somebody drew him fucking.
He's probably. I imagine some. Yeah.
Dennis
Fine.
saying,
Oh my God! Wait. Dude, I totally forgot. We're supposed to take a break. I've been having such a blast.
No,
But Dan said,
You having a blast? I almost cried one time.
"Did you?
I mean, it was good, but yeah, it's still fun.
What time? At what point did you almost cry?"
I mean, I don't know, man. Probably about I don't know, man.
The
Just
small
thinking about
amounts.
your dad, just doing the voice
Yeah.
and the radio. Did he do radio?
He wish he did.
Yeah.
By the way, all my success, he takes credit, 100% credit for.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Jesus, he's a good salesman, dude.
He's like, "Yep, that's my boy." I was like, "Dad, I don't even, dude. Just watch The Bachelor." Dan, what did you send me? I can't find the
he
link.
said, looked it up, and he had 6 mistresses while married.
Because when you're that
I-
smart and you're that stressed, you gotta fuck.
You think?
I guess.
Yeah.
It's
right.
all part of the same equation.
Yeah, if I was real stressed out and I had to do science all day, dirty beakers in the
Measuring
sink.
small items.
Oh, there's fucking chromium on my sleeve. I'd have to fuck somebody.
Yeah.
But dude, imagine you fuck some girl and next thing you know, you left a bunch, like you had something on your coat and, next thing you know, she's got Ethereum all over her leg or something. Imagine the lawsuits. I bet he was in a lot of lawsuits.
I think back then was just different. Like you could walk around in women's shoes. I don't even think AIDS was around then. Like he probably wasn't even strapping on.
I bet he had AIDS in the house in a fucking little jar.
He invented AIDS.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, "All right, guys, we're He's like, I saw into the future. You don't want it. Here's the AIDS.
Yeah. Hey, take a whiff of this, Tiffany. Yeah, dude.
I love learning about Einstein, man. He's such a fucking freak. He's so smart. He's so ahead of the time. Like, not only did he figure out what the space and time are a fabric that gravity bends, he also figured out E equals MC squared, which is what he figured out what light is. Nobody understood what light was.
What they think it was, just a bunch of brightness around them?
Well, think, what is it? You know, it's hard to conceptualize it.
Yeah, they probably thought it was God.
Well, he figured out, like, you know,
Religious.
Dude, he was so brilliant, man. I'd fuck him. I'd take his Einsteinium.
You would?
Hell yeah.
Dang,
I'll take an
dude.
Einsteinium deposit.
Dude, how's Hermione Granger not an element?
The Granger.
Hermione Granger.
She might be.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I haven't checked it in a while.
Yeah, I haven't either. But yeah, man, would I have sex with Einstein, dude, if I wasn't gay?
Wait.
I don't know if I would. I mean, I'm not gay, but if I wasn't also gay, like in another time, like if I went back in time and wasn't gay there.
Yeah.
Because you could go back in time and be gay. That's one of the things I heard. You go back in time, dude, you know, you meet a lot of men, you know? It depends on where you go.
Dude, you have fantasies about going back in time?
But dude, because here's the thing. Think you go back in time. You get there, you're like, hey, I'm from the future.
Yeah.
And you're just a dude who's walking around. Most straight dudes are going to be like, get the fuck out of my yard, buddy. You know? But gay dudes are going to be like, hey, come tell me about it. You know?
Yeah, dude. You've thought about this, man.
Well, think about that, though.
No, it makes sense.
If you're, you know, you show up, you're clean, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of gay dudes are going to be like, oh, I'll listen to this guy to fuck him.
Right.
You know, gay guys aren't always super friendly. You know, sometimes they have sexual deviant. You know, they can be really wild.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they want to do dirty stuff and be wild with people. And if you were some guy who's got a secret, oh, that's a fucking, bro. Dude, that's fucking gay bait, bro. A secret?
Yeah,
Gay men love a secret.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Dude, you want to fuck a guy? Tell him you got a secret, dude.
Yeah.
And 2 cups of coffee back at your place, bro. You're fucking.
Wow. I do sometimes. I am jealous of gay dudes because they fuck so good. Like gay dudes, because you think like guys are always, they trying to fuck anything already.
Yeah.
But then when you mix that together, it's like those two elements are not supposed to mix together. Like water and sodium explodes.
Yeah.
But two guys, because they always want to fuck, you put them on Grinder or whatever. You know why they call it Grinder? Because those dicks spark and make fucking fire, bro.
Really?
From all the grinding together.
Flint and Stanley, huh?
And I don't mean to.
No, this doesn't seem
I'm
gay at all.
I'm not disparaging the gay community.
No.
I'm saying I'm jealous that they all fuck like crazy.
And they're working out, and they
look good.
Yeah, dude. When I was young,
I would be bad. I would be a bad gay. You would be a good gay.
I wouldn't like it though.
Well, after all that,
Yeah, I wouldn't like it, and I think it looks fun. The parties look fun, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the cocaine, you know, people pretending they're not gay but really are gay looks fun. It's like Halloween.
how do
you
I know that's not you?
I just couldn't do it. I got too much shit to deal with, man. I think for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's already, I just couldn't, I thought about it for a little while when I was younger, and I was like, maybe I'm gay, but I was just really lonely.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, I'm not gay, man. Maybe when I'm 80. Because at 80, it's like, who gives a, nobody even cares. Like who cares if that guy's
I want
gay?
to shoot up.
Yeah.
Heroin, go all out, and
yeah.
suck some dick.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've thought about, like, if I'm 80 and like you passed away, like if you passed away, Hila, before me, and I'm sitting, and then like our kids, Theodore put me in a fucking old home. He took our money. We work our asses off. We fucking made good investments.
Yeah.
We got a nice little fund. He's gonna take all that. He's gonna get me a nice retirement home so he doesn't feel bad about it. He doesn't want to feel guilty. So it's like the best one. But they still serve Jell-O and fucking like microwave chicken. I mean, what does it matter?
Oh,
I'm gonna get some heroin. I'm gonna say, Theodore, you could put me in this. Fucking,
Gram me up. Give me a couple liquid grams.
You
of
gotta
that
get
hair.
me some heroin, and you gotta fund me you have to get me gay prostitutes.
Wow. You're going to get busted.
What are they gonna do?
Huh? At least know that you're doing it.
Oh, I'm 80.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
would
agree.
care about me by then.
But they're
Especially
gonna be-
if Hila's dead and gone. That's the sorrow, though. If Ela's gone,
That's
then
the story.
I need to bury the sorrow.
After his wife passed, this happened.
You're basically describing the show Ricky Gervais just posted.
Oh, you're right.
Afterlife.
True.
That's true. I didn't.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I can't talk. I can't have half the podcast I go on. I get in a gay, dark holes where people are. But I've never done the time travel, and that's why. And a lot of men would hit on you. But it's true, man. If some guy's out on the interstate right now who's from the future,
Right.
First of all, if you're from the future, dude, you end up fucking homeless. Nobody's like, oh, hey, here's somebody from the future. Let me listen to him.
Yeah, you got to play it cool.
You got
You got
to
to play
it
that close to the vest.
way cool, dude. You don't drop any F-bombs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
All right, now we do got to take
know?
a break.
Okay, we do have to take a break. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We've got so many goofs and gaffs and laughs and future speculation to come. We've got dad talk. We've got all kinds of stuff you don't want to miss. So let me just wrap up me introducing the commercial break so we can get past that and get back to the show.
Oh, yeah.
So without further ado, here are the commercials.
dude, the future.
Stitch Fix is a beautiful thing for a guy like me and a guy like you that wants to look good but doesn't want to go through the hassle of going to a store, picking out clothes, having to care about clothes. Maybe you don't have a mom or a girlfriend. That's sad if you don't have a mom, but maybe you don't have a mom that picks out clothes for you like when you were 12 years old, okay? That's what Stitch Fix does. It's an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories that fit your body, budget, and lifestyle. All you do is go to stitchfix.com/H3. You tell them your size, what styles you like, how much you want to spend. You'll be paired with your very own personal stylist, a.k.a. your own Ela. It's going to make you look a bomb, who will hand-pick items to send them right to your door. You try them on, you pay only for what you love, and you return the rest. Shipping and exchanges and returns are always free. There's no subscription required. You can sign up to receive scheduled shipments or get your fix whenever you want. Their styling fee is only $20, which is applied towards anything you keep from your shipment. So if you want to look bomb, if you want to look sharp, and you don't want to waste your time at Macy's, nightmare that place is, then get on over right now to stitchfix.com/H3. You get an extra 25% off when you keep all the items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/H3 to get started today. stitchfix.com/H3. Guys, honey is free money. It's that simple and it's that true. It's a free browser extension that when you check out at online stores, it searches the web and automatically applies them for the bombest coupons. What's the catch? There isn't one. You can't catch this because it's way too fast. Does that analogy work? Yes, Ela says. Honey, it's free. It takes 2 clicks. Here, for example, Ela was doing some shopping just the other day for some outdoor furniture. Boom. What do you know? We were about to pay full price, $132. Honey steps in and says, sorry, Buster. Sorry to, what was it? Overstock X or whatever? What was the name of the website?
Overstock.
Overstock. There's no X. No. And they're like, oh, we're going to get 132. Honey's like, hold on, not so fast. You're getting 112 because they applied a coupon, boom, automatically, and saved us $20 without even thinking about it. It is literally free money. It's so easy to install. Try it for a week. Try it yourself. There's nothing to lose. If you don't like it, you uninstall it for frick's sake. You're not obligated. 100,000 5-star reviews on Google Chrome Store. Okay, it saves 10 million members an average of $28.61. There's no reason. It's free to use, easy to install, just 2 clicks. So go shop with confidence. Get honey for free at joinhoney.com/H3. That's joinhoney.com/H3. The smart shopping assistant that saves you time and money when you're shopping online. Apologies to all you bald sons of bitches out there, but you need to hear what I'm about to tell you, okay? First of all, it's not your fault because 66% of men start to lose their hair by the time they're age 35. And once you've noticed it started thinning, it's already too late. So here's what we need to do. We need to attack this now while you still have a shot at a happy, normal life. It's not that dramatic, but I do recommend. Guys, listen to this. forhims.com. It's a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. We've got to prevent, guys. You don't want to be in that situation where you're in the shower and your hair is going down the drain like that scene from Psycho, okay? Prevent. Science is here to help. We are helping guys to be the best version of themselves with licensed physicians and FDA-approved products to help treat hair loss. This is the real deal. These are prescriptions backed by science. It was created by a guy who knows some men's health conversations are easier online than in person. You don't have to have an awkward in-person doctor visit or a long pharmacy line. 4Hims connects you to real doctors online, which can save you hours, completely confidential and discreet. Well, there's nothing discreet about going bald. It's pretty obvious. That's so. Get the hair loss treatment everyone is talking about. Featured in GQ, Men's Health, Esquire, and Playboy, just to name a few. This is the real effing deal. My listeners can get started for Hims Complete Hair Loss Kit for just $5 right now, today, while supplies last, and of course subject to the doctor's approval, because this is the real deal. Restrictions apply, and you're going to need to see the website for full details, but this would cost you hundreds of dollars if you went to the doctor or pharmacy or anywhere else. So right now, let's cure that bald fucking head of yours and get some beautiful hair back on that thing. And I'm not talking about duct tape and pubes. I'm talking about real hair that grows out of your head. Go to forhims.com/H3. That's forhims.com/H3. forhims.com/H3. Shopping for insurance is a nightmare because you go directly to the big boys and they rip you off. But when you have a website like Policy Genius that automatically compares the prices and the quality of the plans, you're going to find yourself having a much easier time and a way better price. That's the beauty of Policy Genius. In 2 minutes, you can compare quotes from top insurance to find the best policy for you. I'm talking car insurance. I'm talking renter's insurance. I'm talking disability insurance. I'm talking life insurance if you have anything in your life worth leaving anything to. Kind of dark, but funny. When you apply online, the advisors at Policy Genius will handle all the red tape. They'll even negotiate your rate with the insurance company. No commissions, sales agents, no hidden fees, just helpful advice and personalized service. I personally hate dealing directly with these insurance companies. You need someone in between. Makes such a big difference. Policy Genius, it's in the name. They're geniuses, okay? So if you find the whole thing puzzling, head on over to policygenius.com, because in 2 minutes you can compare quotes, find the right policy, and save up to 40% doing it. And that's actually serious. I've personally saved a ton of money through going through brokers instead of going straight. So Policy Genius, okay, guys? Hit it up. It's the easy way to compare and buy insurance policies. Policygenius.com. Back with Theo Vaughn, we were talking about, well, first of all, guys, okay, have you been convinced yet that you need to catch him on tour? Go to theovaughn.com and get some tickets, all right, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, go to
All right?
Phoenix. We're doing some shows. That'll be fun next weekend. If you like the heat, you like what else do they have? I think they got illegal immigrants. If you like that, I mean, that's a place to meet them.
Yeah.
They're looking to meet people, I'm sure. How's there not a dating site for that, dude? You just got here?
Damn, because ICE would be like, I should make that site.
Maybe
Yes.
there is one and you don't know about it.
Oh, that's true.
Illegal date.ice.
Yeah, paperless.
.gov. You're like, why is it .gov? That's so weird.
Yeah, paperless.gov.
Yeah, paperless. Oh, man.
Looking to meet somebody behind
funny.
closed doors.
That's funny. Oh, because there probably is a real need for that, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Although they all hang out around the same spots.
You
They
think?
meet each other. They're back. They're doing it the old-fashioned way. They meet up at the fucking. I don't want to say anything too slippery here.
Ross dress for less. That's what I'm thinking about.
Ross,
Yeah. You been to a Ross,
Yeah,
dude?
no, I like Ross, but
There's coyotes in the sale bin, bro. I mean, there are. They got some undercurrents of business going on through there.
well,
bro.
you know what else is crazy? What's that one across by our? I don't want to see. I can't say it now because they're gonna find our house.
Okay. Well,
You know what?
No, yeah.
let's talk about something else. Dude,
Einstein. I was enjoying that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But did you want to go in a different direction?
well, I just remembered that. You remember that song "Riders on the Storm"?
Yes, of course.
Do you know
Classic.
that song was about advertisers, people that advertise like a plane. That part of it was about when they have a plane in the air. They said like "Eat at Joe's," a thing behind them. A
Dude,
banner.
I saw that in a documentary on HBO,
crazy.
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's what that line was about.
I was like,
Riders
"Bro,"
on the
because I was
storm.
thinking like your imagination goes wild when you hear these lines. You're
Yeah.
like, oh damn, that's so sick. But he was just tripping out in the desert, and there was a fucking airplane with a sign,
It's baffling, man.
and I was like, "That's not that psychedelic."
Yeah, it's like, hey, that's just advertising.
Yeah, like, dude.
I mean, he made it sound really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Riders on the Storm LLC. I'm sure it's just
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
defunct now.
Yeah.
But
That's just one of those cases of the world is not always as it seems.
no, yeah, because I used to think Riders on the Storm. What is it like? I used to picture like a dark guy in like a boat with like lightning coming out of his eye.
Oh yeah,
just like in a rowboat on a cloud.
kind of close. There's a guy in a plane, maybe with some
Goggles.
goggles on.
Yeah, probably drinking Tang. They used to have Tang back then.
Fucking Tang, Spike Tang. What do you spike Tang with?
Oh, I think probably
Vodka, it had to be.
liquor, more water if it's too thick, but probably liquor.
Water. I don't think water's spiking. That's a hard life when you spike with water.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
You're like, yo, I'm gonna spike this punch. It's way too sweet. I gotta dilute this. Dude, you got me thinking about Einstein though.
You got me thinking about it. I didn't even know it. I mean, I knew a little bit about it, what he did. I've seen his black and white photos.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of the drawings of him.
He probably changed the world. This is a hard statement to quantify, but he probably changed the world more than any. Certainly, that's so hard to quantify. Who could say?
Yeah, it'd be out of him and Jesus Christ, probably.
Jesus Christ is.
Would you watch The
And
Bachelor?
Dana White.
Would you
you know.
watch The Bachelor if you lived today?
Where do I watch The Bachelor at? I watch it at home, or I watch it on Hulu, like the delayed episode.
Wait, who's Daniel White?
Dana White, who does the UFC, that guy is.
Oh, okay.
He brought back kind of like Roman fighting.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other people that are really.
Gladiator-esque shit. Like,
Yeah, like
are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of. But I'm trying to think of other people that have really changed the world.
Sorry, Eli. I was just.
Yeah, I
that
didn't
was
step
stuck
on you.
in my
Let's-
mind. I was like, well, yo, this guy's so influential. I don't even know who he is.
And we've been talking a lot too.
Would Einstein watch The Bachelor? Is what Eli asked.
Oh. Well, that's a question. Would he get addicted to the thing?
It would have ended his whole career.
Yeah.
He'd end up like my dad.
He's like, oh yeah, he would have, dude.
What if my dad was like the fucking smartest guy ever, but he just watched The Bachelor all day?
Oh,
He watches shit even worse than that, bro.
yeah. Does he?
Dude,
What's worse
What
than
else?
The Bachelor?
actually, So
What's
there's
darker place? Yeah, because that's a real addictive. The Bachelor's addictive. There's flowers. There's love. There's possibility. There's traveling.
I always wonder why I'm watching it too.
Oh yeah.
While I'm watching it, it's simultaneously. But there is worse than The Bachelor. But at a certain point, it becomes kind of dope. Like when you go on TLC and you see shows like My Little Life,
Yeah.
My Huge Wife.
My littlest life. Yeah.
It's about little people. It's like why? That's it.
Yeah.
It's about a family of little people.
Because it's so. Because it's also. You can't even really, unless you're a neighbor, you can't just go hang out with a family of little people.
That is a luxury that many of
you're
us do
even-
not have.
Yeah, if you're even from 2 houses over, you can't fucking just stop by and mill around all the time taking photos.
That'd be strange.
So a lot of it is the ability to just drop in there and see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Little people, big problems was one they had.
Oh, wow.
They actually named it that.
Well, because originally they had a Little People Big World with the pumpkin farmers.
yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And then they had, when you're growing the largest vegetables and you're smaller.
Yes. How do you even carry that pumpkin?
And how do you even just to take that on and say, you know what? Yeah, we could grow kumquats, bruh. We could grow grapes like our other fucking, like our ancestors, those little weak bitches. But let's go fucking large, bro. Let's go pumpkins and change the world. And they did, The roll-offs, man. I followed that family. I think the son was a male model for a little while in college. I followed them up until about 4 years ago.
What happened?
I got tired of it, and also then I realized they're children. I'm looking up children on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I was doing it for, just kind reasons, I felt like. It was still started to make me... It was when also a lot of people were doing it for unkind reasons, and I didn't want to get caught up. Because I was using my neighbor's Wi-Fi, and he's a good guy. And I don't want that IP landing on him, dude. Every time somebody knocked on his door, I could hear it through my apartment. I'd be like, oh, shit, bro. I'm going to text him right now.
That's so funny, man.
And just say,
Is that
look.
scary that you can use someone's Wi-Fi and do all this gnarly shit? Like, that never even occurred to me until somewhat recently. I remember when I was broke in college, I asked my neighbor, can you believe I did that? There's two types of people in this world. People who ask if they can use their neighbor's Wi-Fi and those that don't.
Oh. Yeah, I need a cup of your Wi-Fi.
No, but like...
And you did it?
Well, I was like, bro, we can split the cost.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Okay.
Because I was broke, and the internet was fucking expensive. And they were predatory, too, in that college town. They're like, oh, yeah, you need a little internet? $60 a month.
Damn.
I'm like, bro, I don't even...
Yeah.
I'm losing money every month. So I says, I'll give you $30, let's split the internet. And I just downloaded a ton of kiddie porn, and I think he's in jail now.
Jesus Christ, man.
No, that's all untrue.
Oh, that's joking.
Yeah, that's all untrue.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember before they even had child pornography, when children were just not, doing that. And they had somebody one time when I was in college sent me a picture of two old men, and they were naked in a room. I remember getting this email.
Oh, Lemon Party.
And
I've probably seen the same image.
And they had a kid, like, sitting on a bed.
No, I haven't seen that image.
Right? And in my mind, I'd never thought about old people and children and sex, or anything wild like that.
Wait.
So I remember seeing it and be like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. But I remember seeing it and be like, what a crazy idea. Like, everybody is naked, and so, like, life is naked. This is just it's almost like an art. Like, this is how people, it's like this is when they're old and this is when they're young and these guys are, watching TV or whatever, I thought. So I sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, guys, this is so silly. And, dude, I remember, like, 2 years later running into an ex-girlfriend, and she goes, well, what have you been up to with your life, right? She goes, yeah, well, nobody will forget that time that you sent that picture of two old men and a naked kid to everybody. And I was like, that's not what that was. I'm like, that's what that was if you look at it like a creep.
Fucking excommunicated by everyone you knew.
But I just thought it was cute. Like, I thought it was like seeing a couple rabbits in a yard. When you see two rabbits on a goat's back, like in a photo?
Sure, yeah.
Like, I thought it was like that. Oh, let's just mix the world. I didn't think of it as sex.
Oh, my God. Did you get any responses?
No, that girl, when that girl told me that, then I started to feel, I think that probably made me feel bad about myself, because then I thought, I don't even have that account anymore. I don't even know who's on that email list, who had seen that.
Right. The FBI's still looking for you.
She also said the kid, she goes, was that you in the photo? Because the kid looked like me a little bit. And that's why I think somebody had originally sent it to me, like, hey, man, is this you? And I was like, no, it's not me, dude. I don't know two old people that would be naked in a room with me. And just taking photos. But I wasn't thinking like, oh, these guys are being dirty, Dude. It's sad that you can't even be safe. You can't be even clean anymore sometimes if you want to, of heart, without it going to like a dirty place. You look at a tribe, you see now those photos, those people standing around a fire all the time. Everybody's fucking naked.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
No, I agree. It's
throw through two seniors and a 7-year-old in a Motel 6, and suddenly that shit.
Email that to everyone you know.
Yeah,
it's just not cool.
That's not kumbaya, bro. That ain't Zaire. So it's different. It's different how we see it through different lenses, and it's unfair sometimes.
Yeah. Man, that's funny.
Like if you took a picture in your yard, you got your grandparents to be outside naked, right? And they're nice people, and then you get your little nephews to be out there, right? And you get a cute picture of them out by the clothing line, and they're all naked.
Okay.
But it's nice outside, right? It's not nighttime. And then you send that to a couple people like, wow. Crazy day looking for food, right?
Looking for food.
Okay? But you take a picture out of any National Geographic, which is basically what they're saying of every single one.
Yeah.
And suddenly those people totally fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything wild.
Yeah.
It's just people looking for goji berries. Yeah. And then you over here, just because it takes place, a couple miles outside of Detroit, everybody's going to jail. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't be a clean family. You can't be a family that just, everything it's now. And I don't know if the perversion comes from the inside these days as much as it comes from the outside,
Absolutely. Yeah. Because all of a sudden everybody's a pedophile?
Yeah, no.
What happened?
Yeah.
Why is everybody fucking kid? Oh, it's just in
Or not
fashion.
fucking them. Most people are just looking at them
I
naked,
get it.
touching them.
Well, sure. I mean, but I
Yeah,
I'd
but
say
yes.
that colloquial.
Sorry.
Say that.
You're right.
colloquially.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
sorry,
it's
man.
important to get the facts straight.
Yeah, and we don't want people thinking about that, or I don't anyway. And I should, but it's your show. What do I even care? I mean,
No,
I care.
But like, why? You know, I think about that myself. Like, why? All of a sudden, it seems like that's like the cool thing to do. Not like cool, but like all these powerful old fucks are just like putting their. What's going on?
Yeah, they just got now. Some of it could
Why?
be an extreme wealth, and back in Rome, whenever they got too much power at a certain point, they just ran out of things to do, and so like your lizard mind goes to that next thing.
What,
You got
it's
that
like
sugar
playing
lizard in
tennis?
your head.
Like, oh, I never tried tennis.
Yeah,
I think it was always happening, but you didn't have the
I guess
you didn't have the exposure.
yeah
man.
the
okay.
exposure.
I try to. You have to be so evil to do that. I was talking about the Michael Jackson thing a lot. I don't know if you want to get into
I
that
haven't
'cause
seen
it's
that
so
yet.
polarizing, and if you don't have a strong opinion, I wouldn't even recommend.
Yeah, I don't have any opinion
People
yet.
will come to your house if you get it wrong.
I mean,
But people like, let's say hypothetically he did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, couldn't you just like why you gotta fuck kids?
But did he start? What do you think? Here's the thing, and here's a thing. It's a good point.
There's good looking people out there.
Why do you have to? He probably, I would guess, stopped developing emotionally at some young age.
Yeah.
But you still develop sexually. So then you have these weird young emotions that are very real, like like giving a Valentine to a kid, to a kid at school, or like your first girlfriend, or like kissing behind a tree. You have all those like little things that are real to you as an adult because you stopped emotionally there, but sexually you're still, you're whatever age you are. So I would guess when those two things meld in the weird world he was in of ego and also then a capability, and then you end up probably doing in that type of a weird world to
thing
just
is-
feel okay.
That's a good insight. You got to be right about that.
Maybe. I have no
Well,
idea.
there's got to be a reason. But the thing is, like, you can be attracted to kids, but you don't have to molest them.
Yeah.
So that takes a special evil. Because it's like, if you're attracted to kids, I don't know what happened in your life to make you that way, but it's out of your control. I don't think anyone would choose to be attracted to kids.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's a curse.
Yeah, imagine bending down every time you want to, hug somebody or kiss them, or having to get down on you, like sit down, and that would be horrible. You couldn't date a kid, you couldn't. You can't go to any of the same places. People would look
Right.
at you weird.
Yeah.
You'd have to put mustaches on them.
Man, that
It'd
would
be
look,
crazy to really date them. I'm not the kind of guy that would have sex with a child ever. Would I take a kid out for a nice meal and drop him off without touching him? Yeah,
That's good on you, man.
I am that guy.
That's a good
You know?
idea. Bro,
But
you
it's
want
so true. Why does it become such a thing now that every person? Because then it makes it you don't want to interact with kids, and then the kids, everybody's scary person because they're not interacting with them.
Everyone's
Yeah.
scared. Everyone's a pedophile. Everyone's a predator. It feels like real scary, and then it makes you super paranoid about yourself too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't.
Oh
wanna,
yeah. Oh dude, I remember when we were young, we used to go to the K&B store. They used to have a K&B store. It was like a CVS before CVS and Walgreens bought everybody out. And we'd be in the store, dude, me and my friend Daniel, and you had to run over when they had a kid, we'd be like, dude, sneak over there, touch that kid's neck and run off, right? So we would just play this game like how many kids' necks you could touch, right? Nothing crazy, nothing sexual. Touch that kid's neck and escape. Well, dude, bro, we get up to about 30 kids' necks in a day, bro, and people were fucking like scared. People thought they were ghosts. 'Cause, dude, you touch a kid's neck real quick and they don't see you do it, they'll think you're ghosts.
Oh my god.
Well, bro, little Daniel freaking got over there one time. He got a little too freaking wild on the kid's neck, and I remember this one boy's dad beat the shit out of him with a bag of what was that? Werther's Originals,
He beat him with a bag of Werthers.
bro, and it fucking hurt him.
How
really
big of
hurt
a
him.
dude?
It wasn't that big of a bag. I mean, they only had like,
But they're hard, and when you get them mixed up that densely,
yeah,
it's a packs of extra punch.
yeah, and he beat him with a couple bags actually.
I love those. There's two types of people in the world: people who love Werthers and people that don't. You like Wordlers?
I do.
I love them.
I didn't think I would though.
I think it's okay.
You used to hate them.
Yeah. What's changed since you are with child that you now are? Do you feel like food wise or anything, taste wise or anything?
I'm just eating a lot of sweets.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
The sugar baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting fatter.
A lot of
So
sugar.
fatter.
What are you doing? What are you getting fatter?
Because like it's a thing. They call it sympathy eating. Like
Really?
you should have seen this burger I ate yesterday. I wish we took a picture of it, man. I don't want to make it, dude. I've gained like 20 pounds
Wow.
because she's not much of an eater, and when she eats, I get excited.
Yeah.
Because all
Oh,
the time
yeah.
I'm repressing my hunger all the time around her,
Right. And now she's eating, so now you get to let her.
and the monster
Rock.
is out.
Yeah.
and he's raging. My little Einstein.
And he don't love lettuce. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'll eat lettuce as long as it's on 3 fucking patties.
That's what I'm saying, boy.
You know what I mean?
Bro, 3 patty lettuce is one of the best names ever. I don't know what it is.
Bro, you watched I saw you tweet about The Bachelorette. You watched The Bachelor?
Dude, I went over to David Spade's house one night and watched The Bachelor. Wow. Which was very crazy,
Was
bro.
he super into it?
Funny.
He loves it.
Like too much.
Way too much, dude. He knew everyone. And not only that,
Oh,
he made
man.
me sit on the sofa. He sat behind the sofa in a chair.
What?
Yeah, because he's like, he don't like sofas, dude. But that's that Roman thing. You get so Roman that you get past
Whoa.
furniture. You don't sleep on a bed. You sleep in a fucking, you got 4 men holding you up while you rest.
It's not more comfortable. It's just higher level.
Yes, what can I do next?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we watched a full episode and
So-
I've enjoyed it.
Okay, because I saw you tweeting out about the Bachelorette choice of Hannah B. You said no.
Yes.
You're familiar enough with her. Is that such a... I found her to be the least likable one on the whole show.
Yes.
And they gave her...
I thought so too. I was surprised.
The thing about the whole premise of The Bachelor that trips me out is the assumption that everybody wants to marry this person.
Yes.
It's like that person's not... Like the new one with Colton. I was like, this motherfucker doesn't even have a job.
Yeah. Yeah, how's that going to play out?
They kept going. I guess he's like a big, strong guy. So the girls kept being like, he makes me feel safe. I was like, to make a girl feel safe, get a fucking job.
Yeah, a door and a lock.
Yeah,
Also will.
that's way more effective than muscles.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, what's he going to do?
I was like, what?
You got to have a job.
It's like, what are they fighting? What are they competing for? This guy, he's never even fucked. He's a virgin.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't fucked and he doesn't have a job.
It's like, this guy's not even a catch.
Dude, he's like a middle schooler.
Yes.
That's everybody in middle school, boy or girl.
And they just like hold hands and kiss. And they're like, I want to marry him.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to believe that? They're all a bunch. And so I guess that's part of the joys because it's so phony. But then when I really got a dose of reality is the episodes when they sit with the live audience.
Oh, yeah,
And they're 90% women. And they're like, they're so into it. That's what these women fantasize
the fans.
about a man who can keep them safe, that doesn't have a job, and has never had sex.
Yeah.
They were so invested.
We
Dude.
saw like 3 guys at the
Yeah.
audience.
I could
Yeah,
do
those
that,
three
I
guys.
think. I don't even like doing sex that much, man. It's really, it's like, I feel like it's like meeting somebody during like a busy time of day and having to be exactly on time. That's what I feel like sex is sometimes. It just makes me kind of
Well,
nervous,
you've set a high standard because, as Jerry Seinfeld once said, and I love, for many guys, sex is just like a car crash because it's just lots of noise, confusion, screeching.
Yeah. And then you guys are standing
That's
in
more
a
like it is
room,
for me.
and then you're in just 2 people that have just fucked that are in a room together.
Right. What now?
Yeah.
Watch The Bachelor.
Yeah. Well, Bachelor should be on at all times. They should have a channel that's a 24-hour Bachelor channel.
Yeah.
That's a good call, man.
Did you see? Actually, I want to show you some videos.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the guy rapping for Hannah B? Because you know how they bring out these guys.
You can watch it right here.
Right
oh,
fucking
this is
here, baby.
great, dude. Now, Colton's handsome.
I mean, he's handsome.
He is handsome.
And
Do you not
muscular.
like him because he's handsome at all? Do you have a thing against handsome guys?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say, when I was younger, I used to resent handsome guys.
Yeah.
But as I've matured and as I found my own, listen.
You got a beautiful lady?
I don't need anything. I'm good. I don't resent handsome guys. So I look at him and I say, that's a handsome guy.
Mm-hmm.
His dick is probably so small. That's why he's never fucked.
You think?
His dick is probably like the size of a Tic Tac.
Oh,
why
I
would that
don't
guy
know.
not ever fuck? Why would that? It doesn't make sense.
Maybe he's
not
just
religious.
real sheepish, you know?
Sheepish? Because his dick's the size of a little fucking baby acorn. Not even like a fully grown acorn. I don't know why.
You think, man?
That's what I.
It seemed like you don't really like it.
Well, to me, I don't know. I don't dislike him, but it's just a guy. He's just a fucking guy.
Right.
I see. He's just a guy on the street that I pass by, and now what are these girls? What do they know about him other than he's attractive?
Right.
Yeah, I guess I am angry.
Yeah,
That's part of
it's
the thing
interesting.
of my life
Because
is I'm angry, and I'm angry at a lot of things, and I don't know I'm angry.
Right. I get that, man. I get angry a lot of times, dude. Like, I find myself fucking angry, bro. And I'm just like, what am I so angry at?
Yeah, I hate.
And people are like, what can I do for you? And I'm still angry.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get mad at everything.
Wonder what that comes from, man. That makes me mad too, because it's so funny you said that, man. I'm in a fight in my life right now where it's just like I'm angry about stuff sometimes, and everything is going okay.
That's and then that makes it worse.
And why do I
Because
deal with it with anger? Yeah.
You
Why do
get
I
mad
even
at
meet it with anger? Yeah.
You get mad at yourself. You get angry at yourself. The real truth is that I believe it's self-loathing.
Like, so no matter what is going on, the
source of anger is yourself, so you can't escape it. Like, if you react the way you react, it all comes down to how you feel about things. And if the way you're reacting to things is frustrating you, or you're not enjoying the way you're reacting unhealthy, like I always get angry or irritable.
Yes.
So you hate yourself, and you get tired of this is dark. It's kind of dark, but you get tired of being yourself in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's an anger that's always there at yourself. So it kind of bubbles out.
Right. Yeah, but
I don't know.
No, I think that's true. There's an anger somewhere inside of me, always at myself for some reasons that are probably even invisible, or probably at some point in my life I thought, I thought bad things about myself, thought negative things. I experienced things that something was wrong with me. Mm-hmm. So then I got angry at the way that I was. Mm-hmm. So yeah, maybe there's a bunch of anger there. But then, like, how do I beat it? Mm-hmm. So probably helping other people somehow. I think
that's a beautiful thought. I haven't developed that far yet. I'm still selfish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think how to beat it, because it can't stay inside you forever.
Right.
No, that's really wise. I've just started like therapy and taking antidepressants.
Oh, wow. You're just there. You just got there.
I started that like 6 months ago.
Wow.
And before that, I was a fucking mess, bro. Like could not function.
Wow.
Like I literally couldn't function. So that's been.
It's painful, man. People think then you're mean too. Sometimes,
Right.
not saying you, and I've ever
mean.
heard that. And I'm saying that.
I
But,
thought I was mean.
But that's the thing. And then you can't function. It's miserable being miserable.
That's the worst.
It's miserable.
And then,
man.
like you said, you've got everything going for you. Got the dream job. You're married.
Beautiful wife, you got that not
It's
zygote.
all going on. Way beyond
That
zygote.
third trimester super wizard.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man, a lot of blessings, huh?
And then you're like,
It's funny, dude. I keep talking about it because I'm dealing with some of the same stuff. Like, everything's okay, and then why can't I just?
you find yourself you're angry a lot recently.
Yeah, and just I don't know what it's at, and I don't let it out very much, But it's like, I just don't know why I'm just so frustrated,
Do you get
But
angry?
also, when you don't let it out, then it comes out in a different way that you're not even aware. Right? Like, I don't know. I noticed.
Oh, about me? What about me? I was a fucking. I don't know how you tolerated me.
Not
dude.
necessarily you. I had this weird, like, shoulder pain.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna sound crazy, but I had this shoulder pain that started out of nowhere, and then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse until, like, when I would get it, it would last for like a week, and I couldn't function. And like I did all the tests and MRI, whatever, and everything was fine. Sorry.
Take a sip of water.
Yeah, take your time. I get nervous sometimes when there's dead air, but really there's nothing wrong.
You know what? That wasn't that bad of a dead air moment. Sometimes I'll be listening to shows, and the dead air goes for so long, you got to like open your phone and see that it's still playing.
Yeah. Oh, there's one where a guy died. There's a episode. Yeah.
Literally dead air.
And people are like, "Oh shit, man!" And people, the funny thing is, you'll be listening if you don't know he died. You're like, "What the fuck, man?"
What?
This
What?
production's-
That's
Are you?
real?
You're fucking with me again.
I'm fucking with you.
Of course.
I am. But wouldn't
That
that
took
be
me too
great?
long.
Like this production's a real piece of shit. There's so much dead air.
Dead air, motherfucker. Yeah.
Bro, that's a fucking suave move. If you're gonna die,
So okay,
go into dead air. But anyway,
Speaking
you were
of dead
talking.
air, yeah.
so I
Let's go back to a live air.
Yeah.
I ended up. You actually bought me this book about the pain treatment. I don't remember what it was.
I heard of
called.
Howard Stern. I'm a fan of Howard Stern, and he was. And this sounded like pseudoscience, the stupidest shit ever. But he is always going on and on about this doctor. He's a
Yeah.
genius. He saved my life. He's light years ahead. And I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna buy this book for Hila.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I'll look up the name.
Because there's people out there with back pain that probably
yeah.
want to know.
That yeah, man. I have a partial discectomy.
What is that?
They took out part of my disc
Oh,
at the hospital.
were you injured?
Yeah.
So I'll find it in a second, but I started reading this book and like it sounded like complete bullshit at first, and I almost like just gave up on the book.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept reading, and at first he's just describing your symptoms, and it was like spot on, exactly what I was experiencing. And then he describes the kind of personality that usually happens to, and it was exactly me too. And then he starts explaining that basically it's actually psychological, and it comes from something that caused a bunch of anger in you that you weren't aware of. And your body, you weren't letting it out, so it ends up manifesting itself in this way.
That
And
makes
it's just
sense.
the pain. And he was like, it's gonna sound crazy, but the treatment is just understanding that that's what it is, and then it actually goes away. And it went away. And like I couldn't believe it. I kept telling Ethan,
Dude,
like
it's so ridiculous because I don't
Ethan
believe shit. I'm the
saw-
most cynical
he
asshole on this
saw
earth.
how much I was suffering. You saw that how much I
Wow.
was suffering
Yeah, no,
from this.
she wouldn't even wear necklaces.
I stopped wearing
'Cause she was too much
necklaces,
pressure.
Oh.
jackets, even like anything a little heavy.
So it was a
would-
real sensitivity, huh?
yeah.
Mm.
And
So she read this fucking. I didn't even think you finished the book. You just read half of it.
Once you were healed,
the ending was just kind of
Bunch of bullshit.
testimonials or whatever. I just didn't read that part. But
dude, who reads a whole book? Also, a fucking murderer.
I got what
You know what I'm saying?
No, but like that was a real shocking thing to me because I truly never believed in life in that kind of like mystical connection of like mind and body, like that literal healing back pain. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it was called.
yeah, I think that's what it's.
And the guy, he don't fuck around with the title. It's just called healing back pain.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, man, because I have pain. I think a lot of it does come from stress and hiding it in different places and stuff like that. My mother goes to a tapping place. They do a tapping, like the people that tap you and,
They just slap you around.
yeah, basically, really, yeah. I mean, you got to pay them, you know? Dude, I used to go downtown when I first moved here. A couple Vietnamese dudes would beat the fuck out of you for $40, $50, $70. And they put you in that dog suit, the bite suit that they have, you know, at FBI training. And next thing you know, dude, these guys would beat the shit out of you. And bro, when you left there, you didn't have a lot to worry about.
Oh, give me I'll get that recommendation from you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still open. I can text actually. That's my buddy. He still
yeah,
lives down there.
it's healing back pain.
Healing back pain. But so, what do
John
you?
E.
How do you? When you get angry, do you get angry at like inanimate objects or people? Like, how do you show your anger, your frustration, or
Oh,
yourself?
that's a good question, man. I think I get angry at inanimate objects.
Mm-hmm.
I lose my ability to have empathy or sympathy, you know, in brief moments. And a lot of times for me, it's about control. Anything where there's like control, like I don't want somebody controlling me. I don't like somebody telling me what to do. Which makes it sometimes tough for me to work with others. But I'm recognizing that those are two different things now, so I can start to have a little bit more peace about them. But yeah, and so when I feel like somebody's trying to tell me what to do, or there's control, or somebody didn't treat, or it's not, somebody's not being fair to me or to someone else. Like those are the things that really, like fairness, I feel like is very, you know, that makes me just so angry. I feel like, but yeah, when I get angry, it just, yeah, sometimes it's just like this gremlin inside of me that just wants to fucking escape, you know, and I don't know. And sometimes I'll just, I'll be rude. I'll be short with people sometimes. And usually it's people that I work with. So it's like more in a work environment. Fortunately, I feel like I'm able to come back around and like recognize it a lot of times, but I still wish that I could eradicate it, you know?
The worst is I totally feel the same way. I don't think I really had, I don't understand my triggers, but I would get in these really pissy, and I would come in here to the office and I'd be short and just fucking such a bitch, you know? And I so didn't want to be that way. And I'd be like, even in my own head, like, oh, it's one of those days where I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah, where I'm an asshole, where I'm a bitch. Yeah, because then you're really, at a certain point, I'm being victim. I am being a weak to whatever is controlling me. And so that started to be like, that just recently it started to be like, even in this conversation, I need to find some healthy means to be able to figure that out and process it so that I don't let this anger have control over me. Because it shouldn't, you know, because then it just, it just affects other people, and you don't want to be mean to other people. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, especially people that are always like being supportive or trying to help.
Exactly.
And you just can't,
You can't appreciate people. You become so cynical, right? And then like fuck, like that guy's he fucked up and he didn't do this and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because your lens, you got that dark lens on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it's a perspective thing, and it's true.
And then when you put on those fucking clear glasses, that is reality.
Yes. You're like, oh, this guy's tried his best.
This guy's the best.
And like, I do everything perfect. Fuck no.
Oh yeah, and then I'm the guy who shows up at the last minute, who's a fucking asshole, doesn't do shit, comes here, leaves, them work, and they're the assholes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I know. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that.
And I would hate that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I think the deep truth is that knowing you would hate that guy if you met him.
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck that. That guy's a fucking douche.
Yeah. Why would he be like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. And that's what I would also think about that guy. Oh, that's sad, man. It's sad that he feels that way. It's sad that he has so much anger about something. It's sad that he can't see the joys in his own life, you know? Yeah, it's I don't know. I think this conversation is even kind of helpful to think about. It doesn't happen to me a lot, but I do notice it happens to me. And some of it is like, how much stress do I want to put on myself? Am I trying to do too much? Am I reaching outside of my means so that my system is trying to tell me, hey, man, like, this isn't some of your path. You're being tempted by, you know, different things or things you don't even want to be. And
right. Yeah. That's true. There's truth to that. I found that to be true. It's hard to recognize those signals, too. It takes wisdom.
Yeah, I think it's hard to recognize them. It takes even to having conversations like this, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and realizing.
I think a lot of people, I think everybody to one degree or another can relate.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be in any position. And so I think that I love having conversations like this because on a personal level, I love it. I love hearing what you're going through.
Yeah.
Someone who's in a similar situation to me. But then other people everyone blames themselves. I think in general, I know I have a problem, and I think people in general have a problem like genuinely loving themselves.
Yeah.
Or you don't even have to love yourself. You just can tolerate yourself.
It almost sounds like insane to me.
Yeah.
The idea of loving yourself.
It is maybe insane. I don't know, but
like, what do you mean by that? Sorry to interrupt you.
Because I'm so not capable of loving myself that it almost sounds to me like a joke when you say
it's
it.
like weird.
Oh, wow,
It's
really?
like a little psycho almost.
Yeah.
Oh, It's crazy, yeah.
It's that crazy.
I actually feel the same way. Like, it almost, well, then it's like, what are you, a narcissist? What do you love yourself? You're not that great.
Right.
The fuck do you?
Right. But see that, and whatever that part is in us, that thing will never stop. That thing will always hit the ball from one side of the court and then go to the other side with the same racket. That thing is, whatever that thing is that tells you that thing doesn't care about us at all. That thing is like that's the dark arts.
Yeah.
That's the thing that lives in us that does not care about us at all. You know, it'll hit the ball back and forth forever, and you'll just fucking be this guy that plays this game, or not you or any of us. You know, we'll be this person that plays this game that's not even real, and we weren't even. You know, we could have walked off the court and had a blast.
That's the fucking. That's a great analogy. You're a wordsmith. Did you know that?
I don't know about that, man.
You got to accept the compliment.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, because it's the same part of us that doesn't accept compliments too.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
You're like,
That's
I'm not
true.
a wordsmith.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You're right.
Just a
man.
guy.
That's sweet of you. Well, I appreciate, you guys are nice to have me. And it's a nice conversation. And it's nice to catch you guys at a time in your life, like I get scared about like maybe, getting in a relationship and having a family and that kind of stuff. And it's interesting to see that you guys are thinking about some of these things right now when you're about to have a baby. And
Definitely.
by influencing a kid, you can really change the way that things happen in the world and things that happen in our own lives, and we can, cut off, bad things that have gone down our own, tributaries of genealogy, and we can change them, I think, with good parenting and with thinking about these kind of things.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. We'll see. See how badly we fuck him up. It's more like a measure of like how bad did we fuck this kid up on a 1 to 10. It's not how good of a parent were we. How bad of a parent were we?
It's crazy. We are in that bad parent. Now it's like almost every parent, it's like they were a bad parent, huh?
I think it's a generational thing, right?
I think so too.
We're all kind of fucked up parentless people in a way. I feel like I'm parentless in so many ways.
When I think about the way my dad was treated by his parents, it was really
Oh my
fucked
goodness.
up.
They were like,
Wow.
he slept in a barn on hay.
Oh, wow.
No, he didn't.
Hay's not that
Well,
bad. I
not
thought you were going
far
to say
from
on
that.
eggs.
Oh, really? I was making it. Well, because they settled Israel
Because they
out of
settled
sand.
in Israel. They
like,
didn't even have a house at
We're
first.
sleeping on the sand tonight.
So you weren't far from the
Yeah, I
truth.
guess I was joking, but that's real. Yeah, those motherfuckers have
But
a heart.
he was like one of 10 siblings.
Jeepers.
And I'm sure the parents didn't pay attention
But
to
you're right. Well,
any of them.
It'd be hard to.
Yeah.
You're right. And it's kind of I think generationally becoming better, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe, and also part of our spirit, I think, is becoming weaker. That we're a lot more in this self-help time. I noticed like my mother, later in her life has read more self-help books. Like that kind of thing has become more of a maybe introspection. Maybe our kids will be more on the way out of that. Maybe where they're just living their lives and not examining. It's almost a blessing to be able to sit here and examine what our lives are like,
Right.
Because otherwise we'd be like, in fucking
Fighting
taking
animals.
shelter,
Yeah.
hunting leopards.
Yeah, when you're in
We could use
survival
some of
mode,
that, I think.
Yeah,
you don't have time
some real
to
salt of the earth shit.
We need some fucking survival, bro.
I need to watch Bachelor.
Well,
That's why I'm so anxious, because people watch fucking Bachelor.
watch Gold Rush, dude. Man up.
I watch Gold Rush sometimes. Those guys are great.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I fucking spent all winter in Alaska blowing up mountains, and I made $200. It was a good one.
Man versus Wild.
Who hunts gold?
Man versus Detroit. Have you seen that?
No.
Detroit.
It's not
What
a
does
show,
he do
that'd be a
there?
good show, though. Just some guy just trying to survive in Detroit.
Oh yeah, you're fucking with me now.
Lose a lot of chances
That's
to
probably
not
the
survive
most
there.
dangerous
Yeah.
of all.
Yeah, a lot of missing date lineup, a lot of that shit, a lot of people go missing in Detroit.
Yeah.
It's almost become like the thing to do. Like, have you seen Larry? No.
missing.
It's like an escape room, high level escape
So
room.
lit.
Actually, there's a company I heard they have like
Yeah, high level escape room.
yeah. They you know how they have like really cool paintball obstacle courses, paintball wars?
Yeah.
That's Detroit, essentially.
Somebody opened up a Gaza Strip paintball place. You heard that?
That's fucked up no.
Yeah, I did hear that, actually.
No, you're fucking
I'm trying to think of where that's at, dude.
I think
Here?
it's Yeah.
It's somewhere out in L.A. It's somewhere out, yeah.
And one side is Israeli and one side is...
Yeah, dude, I mean, I hear it's a real fucking showdown over there.
Dude, that's the best, man. And then the Israeli side, you get, on the Israeli side, you get like flyby paint buckets.
Yeah.
Just drop paint on the Palestinians.
But it's not as, it's mostly American Jewish people that are up there. So it's like a lot of inhalers, a lot of people with asthma.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's yeah, but it's fine because they have got like just tubs of paint from the sky.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
they got a good
chance.
deal on paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just fucking, they have brushes they're just running around. They have the rollers.
Yeah. How much time we got? Oh, we still got 30 minutes.
Man.
I'm savoring every minute with this.
Yeah, well, we can go back into that Einstein conversation, man.
Dude.
The future traveler.
Because
Yeah.
so Einstein is like humanity. He's a guy. He's like a paradigm shift guy. Like nothing was the same after him.
Right.
This one guy out of billions, and that's the numbers game. Like Einstein could have easily. He almost got wiped out by the Nazis.
Did he really?
Yeah, he escaped World War II to America. He survived barely. He almost got wiped out. The millions and millions of people that were wiped out, just imagine what could have been lost, the potential that one person has to change the world forever.
They got little liney.
Yeah. Wow. You know? And so I think about that, and then how it's such a numbers game, right? Like you've got all of humanity, and then like every 1,000 years, one dude comes along who's so fucking smart. He's like, change everything.
He was like, "What the fuck have you guys been doing? You got cheese and bread. You have no sandwiches."
There was a guy that did that.
Yeah.
His name was William Sandwich.
Really?
On Wikipedia, look it up.
Oh wow, William Sandwich. Huh? I'll look that up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Einstein was that guy, dude, and that's why I thought maybe he could be from the future, because if you come from the future, this shit is just shit. You know, you got a little pad over here.
It's like Biff from Back to the Future,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But how could you know that much and to be of the same like?
You know, there's evidence that there are time travelers. You know why? I've heard this. There's a paradox, and it makes sense. If there was time travelers, wouldn't they have already come back already?
You're saying there is evidence that there is time travel?
That there's not.
That there's not.
If there was humanity ever had the chance to time travel, wouldn't they have already visited? Like the dude. It's
I
weird.
see. So from the future, wouldn't they have come back and
visited?
seen us?
Yeah.
Would they'd be here and be like, "Oh, I'm from the future."
They would always have been here.
Right. But if
Always.
But you wouldn't necessarily know.
right, if they tell you they're a time traveler,
But there's
Fake.
yeah, fake.
right.
Nobody's gonna be like, "Hey, I met this time traveler and bring him into your office." No way. Everybody would be a HR issue. People.
Someone
would be
told me that
curious.
once, and it made a lot of sense to me. But now it doesn't feel that good of a point. But could you really keep that a secret? There's dudes sipping in and out of time and shit.
Gay dudes would fucking
Isn't it-
love you,
Gay time
Isn't it
bro.
always the mission? Like when in movies they gotta go back and fix something,
Yeah, the
and they
mov-
always gotta go unnoticed.
I know, but they fuck it up so bad in the movies. Like, just imagine what it would really be like. Because reality is always stranger than fiction.
Right. Oh, that's a great point. So I think they would probably send a woman. I think
A gay woman,
woman could keep a secret better than a man.
a lesbian.
Yeah, lesbians get pretty violent though, dude. A lot of times, if it's at late at night after 1 a.m., dude,
Good point.
I'm 11 p.m. and under for
So
lesbians.
we've got a straight woman.
Yeah,
Probably a little.
because a lesbian, I think, if you sent somebody into a time where their sexuality was like kind of still not rare. I mean, it's not that rare anymore. But if it were, they may be too much under they might already. You want them to be unnoticed. I would feel like.
Right. A lesbian's kind of conspicuous.
Yeah, it'd be like.
They're wearing like.
But then maybe it would be so obvious and on point. You'd be like, oh yeah, you would never expect. It would be like, oh, that's that lesbian woman. She's also a time traveler. Nobody's doing all that. That's a lot.
Nobody thought that much. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just unrealistic.
well, you gotta have. I mean, I can't imagine.
Unlike time travel.
And plus, lesbians are always partying. Doing fucking woodwork.
God, I wish I was
antiquing.
gay.
These
And I
bitches-
wish I was gay, and I wish I knew more gay people, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. My buddy used to be gay, and we worked at a
Used
we were
to?
bus boys. He
Yeah, what
died.
happened?
He
Oh,
ate
that
a
was
bunch
a
of pills and drove into an embankment. Yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
boy
a
Billy
sad
Conforto, R.I.P. actually, and he but he was like the first gay guy I ever met, you know, and he was a boxer too. And he was Italian, and he yeah, and dude, he was like the toughest guy I ever knew. We were both bus boys, and fuck, I don't even know what we're talking about. What were we talking about?
Gay time
Time
travelers.
travel.
Yeah.
He would have told me. That's the thing. Another thing, a lot of gay men I find, if you tell them you have a secret, then they want to know about it, you know? But because they think it's going to be that you're gay and then you can be buddies, you know?
Right.
But if the secret is I'm from the future, that'd be like, fuck, you know? Give me back my little bag of Coke, bro. I ain't trying to fucking hear about this. You know, I'm trying to meet a nice guy tonight.
Man.
So I think that...
So in short, Einstein is a time traveler.
I mean, how do you know that much, have that big of a different of scope, one brain of billions of people, the odds?
But that's one of the billion. That's how you explain it, right?
Or brain.
He's got, just like Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton, this guy was so fucking smart. He literally invented calculus. Wow. Calculus did not exist until an apple hit this motherfucker on his bushy ass, goofy looking hair.
Wow.
And he's like, bro, what the fuck is gravity? Like, why did that apple fall? Nobody ever even thought about that. They're just like, you know, here's the ground.
Yeah.
You just walk around on it. And he's the first dude who was like, no, like, why does shit fall to the earth?
Right.
You know?
Wow, that's fascinating.
And then he made calculus is the math
as to why
that he created.
to support it.
And calculus, you know, everyone's like, oh, fucking calculus is coming up. That's the hardest shit to learn.
Oh, yeah.
That motherfucker's like, no, I made that when I was like 22.
Yeah.
I made all
Like, that's
that.
a recipe. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just something I have over here in the kitchen. Dang, dude, imagine. Yeah. So that's interesting then. So his whole thing was, okay, at that point in time, you could watch something and then you could figure out the stuff behind it. Like, why? Let me make a...
Yeah, I think he was like the father of physics, basically. He invented... I'm, you know...
Yeah,
and just a disclaimer for all the physicists, for all the scientists watching this who are talking about what an ignorant fucking asshole I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm an ignorant fucking asshole, so probably got some things wrong there.
Yeah, and if you think I'm ignorant, I am.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Someone's working on an exposed video right now about how thinking Isaac Newton invented calculus is Nazi propaganda.
I'm trying to think about Isaac Newton. But here's the thing. So, I bet time travel, though, if I really had to think about it, to have that different one super brain, as you're saying, like if some guy came in right now and said, hey, what you guys don't realize is like, maybe it's the guy who wrote the book that like your feelings are connected to your muscles, and there's this simple little exercise or this equation that we don't even realize that could take us to a whole new level of how to exist. Oh, damn, boy.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. No,
Isaac St. Laurent, bro. He might have been a dang lady. Now, he could have been a dang lesbian.
Wait, no.
And what about Albert
You don't
Einstein?
think, bro?
Yeah, why are all these geniuses have the bombest hair?
Because, man, you got to have that shit.
Einstein bomb-ass hair. Look at that shit. You fucking kidding me?
Wow.
And that's like a lady's coat, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, bro.
It's pretty chic.
It is a nice coat, huh?
Dude, he's got the best quotes, too. Rub your cunt in my face while I diddle my asshole. What'd I tell you, dude? This guy's a smart motherfucker.
Damn, dude, really? I think he was in Sigma Epsilon, dude. Are you sure that guy is that quote is from him? He's crazy. What was he in a frat?
Yeah, definitely, man. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid.
Man, I don't
Take that in.
understand that.
Take that in for a minute.
I don't.
People make up quotes, by the way. This is a thing. People would be like, "Oh, Albert Einstein said this," and then you got to take
can
it
always
with like
do
a
that.
lot of impact. But it's just some kid, like fifth grader,
Yeah, imagination is more important than knowledge. I remember he said that. I think
and that's true in his case because of the thought experiments.
that was my favorite thing. I remember I saw they have it at Disney World when I was a kid, and we ate a little bit of acid.
At
and
Disney?
went over there.
Was that awesome?
It was awesome, dude. And dude, I'll tell you this: when you're on acid, bro, Japanese people are the most welcoming. I'll say that by far.
Oh,
By
well, I
far.
guess they don't make very many assumptions about what they expect.
Right. They don't go into life with. They don't have a ton of expectations.
They're like, oh, white people are just fucking crazy, and I don't understand anything he's saying anyway because there's a language barrier.
But we interacted with every group that night, and by far the most genteel and accepting were Japanese. The Japanese.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that you were there in Japan.
Oh no! We were in Orlando. We're in Orlando, Florida. But yeah, I think I think time travel, man. Oh, when you got to meet people, man, when you're on acid.
See, I've never had a good experience on acid. I've tried it like 5 times, and every time I just get stuck in my head and I get super anxious, and I cannot allow myself. Like I force myself to stay grounded, and I never really let myself float up from the earth. I force like myself to be anchored, and so it's a constant pull.
God, I
of,
can
like,
relate to that.
Trying
man.
to lift, but
That
trying
control.
to crawl to the ground. So I have problem with psychedelic drugs in general because I don't like you said. Yeah, I guess it's a control thing.
Yeah, maybe when you said that, like I want to lift, but I'm just down, like I'm anchored. That's what it made me. Originally, I could relate that same feeling. That's how I get sometimes whenever I've done that. And man, I wish I could be like out here like this, but I just can't for some reason. I just can't like let go of myself enough because I'm just, if I do,
scary.
what'll happen? Yeah.
It's scary, and I'm afraid of changing.
Yeah.
Or losing my mind or something, or just actually, you know what it is like I'm afraid of just being in a different state of mind. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Even with weed, I can't enjoy weed because I have the same exact reaction.
Yeah. I feel
hate
you.
it. But I wish I liked it.
Yeah, me too. I wish I was
so
that
bad
dude.
I liked it.
I wish I got high and fucking, ate a couple ice cream scoops off of somebody's fucking back,
Hell yeah.
Put a couple fucking scoops on your cousin fucking Lance and have him
Damn.
It's fucking,
Is that meth or weed?
get lactic off of him. But, or whatever,
Whatever's in it.
Yeah,
I wish
but-
I liked weed.
Yeah, I wish I could be more fun.
Yeah, no, I wish that's it. That's all it is to it. Let me show you a couple of things. We're running low on time.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got
we
a
are.
couple I got a couple of videos I want to throw you real quick. Have you
We're
seen?
running low on time. What if Einstein heard that?
Dude, Einstein would be like, "Sorry, dude." He'd be like the biggest contrarian ever. Excuse me, dude. Time is really just an illusion.
Yeah,
Be
what
like
a fucking
Einstein. Let me
asshole
fucking
he
just,
was.
dude. He actually has places to go, dude.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Huh? Yeah.
Einstein's like, it's fucking illusion, dog.
Yeah,
Just hang out.
sure you do, guy. Let me show you a chart that shows you do
Yeah.
not.
Bro, did you know that you can bend space and time and put a pencil through the piece of paper and travel through space?
Yeah. People are like, fuck.
You really need to go to that meeting?
Yeah. Like, I got beans on the stove, Einstein. You think so people fucking, imagine how much people hated him probably, some people.
In the scientific community, people thought he was fucking mental. People were very skeptical.
And that's in his community.
They were like, this guy is a fucking lunatic, right? And then when he was working on his theory of relativity, there was some other guy that started work, and he went and did a talk about it. And he's like, guys, look at this shit, dude. I'm working on it. It's insane. And everyone's like, yeah, whatever. But one guy was like, I think he's onto something, and I'm going to try to beat him to it. Because he wasn't finished with this theory. So this motherfucker start racing each other to try to figure out the theory of relativity to like put it all together.
Yeah.
And
Sput.
Einstein beat him.
Damn.
But
Is there a movie about it?
Yeah, there's a great documentary on Netflix. It's so amazing. But the other guy was like, I think he forfeit. He's like, you know what, dude? Like, it's your glory.
Wow.
But they were close. They were like figured it out at the same time, dude. Like science race, bro.
That's
Sick.
crazy. That's some
It's,
real Tony Stewart shit right
it's
there,
really good.
boy. That's some Jeff Gordon, bro. I mean, when you were being science, doing a lot of science and at a high speed, what are you?
A time traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine running really fast like Carl Lewis, but also doing science in your head at the same time.
Right.
What are you? You're a time traveler.
Yeah. Or an alien.
Yeah.
A time traveling alien, probably.
I don't know if do you think they have that? No. Well, if you're an alien, you can travel time, dude. Time's nothing, you know? Oh, fuck. I got to be in BC in half an hour, you know?
Right, yeah.
I got to put down these fucking...
That's granted, in other words.
Yeah.
Because you know what Einstein figured out is that time travel is real because of relative.
No, he didn't. Did he really?
Yes, time travel is real.
Jesus
But you
Christ.
can't go backwards. You can only go ahead of time. He figured out that when you go the speed of light or when you approach the speed of light, time travels slower. Like you saw, did you see, what's that movie called that we loved? Not Inception, but
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
I do love that one. But the
Interstellar?
space one that Nolan wrote.
Interstellar.
Interstellar. You see that?
With Jodie Foster?
No, that's Contact. That's another great fucking one. That one is similar. That's the theory of relativity. How she comes back and there's all that static. You remember that?
Yes.
That's based on science. Because she was gone for them immediately. Dan, why are you laughing? I'm serious.
He doesn't know about science.
You
He
remember
might have been
Contact? Do you remember what I'm saying? The orb
sociology
drops,
major.
it drops into the water. And to everyone
Yes.
there, it looks like it was immediate. But she fucking went the speed of light and came back and she was gone. That actually doesn't make sense.
I got to watch it again. Contact.
What?
You know what's good?
Dan, you should have cut me off.
You know what's good is I'm trying to think of what movie I saw that was really good. Oh, I like Finding Neverland, and I like
Wait.
with Johnny Depp. You like?
Oh, Finding Neverland?
Yeah, it's an old movie about.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, now, because all I've got
Peter
in my
Pan.
mind is Leaving Neverland.
Right.
Yeah, this is
We're finding it.
different movie. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. Actually, there's a lot of good movies, man. I shouldn't have started talking about that.
What do you find? Well, it's interesting that there's a Finding Neverland and now there's a Leaving Neverland.
Dude, and it's interesting. We're also talking about fucking time travel because that's what maybe.
That's what it is.
But dude, if somebody's here and they say, "Hey, I'm time," I'm here from the future.
Prove it. Well, that's what I'd say.
Okay.
So,
And what would they do?
So if they pull out a fucking, if
A
they
what?
like, shoot
An orb?
lasers out of their eyes, yeah, an orb would be dope.
Yeah, but they're not gonna have. They're still gonna be us, though. You think?
Well, if they come from the future, they must have some dope technology. They'll be like, here.
Good point.
They're like, here. If you really need to prove it, you'd be like, tomorrow, Trump's going to tweet out that he once tried sucking his own dick,
Right.
but it wasn't long enough.
Right.
And then the next day comes,
Okay.
and you're like, whoa, dude, proven, done.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody could do something as specific as that, tweet prediction. Yeah.
Done. I'm all in. I know you got to leave soon, so I'm going to show you one video. I have a bunch here that I wanted to show you.
Okay. And what are the videos about?
Here, you
Is
choose.
it just
I'm
home
gonna give you-
videos?
Yeah, these are my favorite videos of the past month or so. I'm gonna give you choice because
Okay.
we only have time for one, so you decide. Okay.
Okay.
We got the best man passes out during a wedding.
Okay. I saw that one.
Okay,
dude.
good. So
Okay.
And
that
that
one's
one fucking hurt my feelings.
Dude, his face hit the ground so hard, bro.
God, it made me never want to get married.
Actually,
What's the next
I
one?
think I am
like
assuming he was
that.
just drunk because now everyone's curious. So let me just, you know what? Fuck Junk and Media. They're gonna claim this whole podcast. The next one is R. Kelly recruits people to his cult during a live show. This is one of the best things ever.
Let's see that then. I would like to see that.
Okay.
I would like. We got to urban this show up anyway. With a couple of whites in here.
Yeah.
I got it.
This is I can't.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
He's in
Girl,
Ethiopia.
Would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
That's the best
Would
thing
you
ever.
like to come back with Rob to America? America.
He looks at the camera like, did I really say that shit? Like,
Do you have your
I think he said tomorrow right there. I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
oh, here, let me go back. Did he say it? The beauty?
Oh.
To the mall. Go back a little.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Whoa, 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 whoa. He said the beautiful.
Oh, I thought he said go to the mall.
Dude, I've watched this so many times.
I thought he said go to the mall. Will you play it one more time? Do you mind, Ethan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to America?
Watch.
America.
Come to the mall.
Wait, hold the phone.
And the mall is the only place you would meet somebody in a foreign country.
Especially
You don't know
him.
other
At
places.
the
Yes.
mall?
Come to the mall.
Because I thought he was like the beautiful.
I don't hear the B.
Wait, hold on. Now this.
And look at Spider-Man in the background. You see that guy too?
Wait, hold the phone. I hear the.
Look at Spider-Man.
Oh my God, that guy's from the future.
What the fuck? That guy
Yo, what do you guys hear back there? You guys hear? What do you hear?
Let me see what the chat.
Because I heard come to the go.
Dan, Ian, Zach.
I heard the mall thing too. I don't get the context, but it does sound.
I get
Because
the context.
That's
Is it
where
the
he goes
mall?
to meet girls.
I heard mall too.
What?
I'm not joking, man. It's I didn't hear beautiful. I mean, I think I would have heard it, but I've heard it before. I just didn't hear it. Let's do it one more time. Do you mind?
What'd you
Ian,
say,
sorry.
That sounded like wonderful to me.
Wonderful. Maybe wonderful.
I shouldn't have asked you. I regret asking Ian.
Yeah, Ian with the solid
You
information.
fucked it up.
Yeah, bro. The only good ears in here, probably. We're on meds. She's growing a baby in her. And there's no way our hearing's all accurate. And fucking Ian, we just throw him the ball.
Do you have your past? Do you have
All I can hear now is "Come to the Mall."
I hear beautiful.
I because the background singer is saying America, so maybe he's like saying
The
beautiful.
beautiful. I could see that too. America the Beautiful. I
Yeah.
could see him saying that. Wow, man, he did that, huh?
Watch this face here. He's like, did I really say that shit? Watch this.
shots? Girl, would you like
face
to
is the best
come
ever.
back with Rob to
He's
America?
like, shit, people gonna be watching this. Is that amazing? Is there something? Is there anything more romantic? May I ask you
I
than
don't
asking a woman if she's got her shots?
Now that she's about to travel long distance, and, yeah, and if you're gonna take her somewhere, I think he's thinking of others. That's nice, but he's thinking sex.
Yeah, he's thinking you'll be in my dungeon a little for when we get you in America, and that's where you go forever. So there's another short one. I know you're on a time constraint.
I'm
This
okay.
One's really fast. This
Let's
one's really
do this,
fast.
man.
We're gonna end it right after this. I'm not gonna force
I
you.
got it.
This is the same fucking video.
Do you have
I'll pretend I haven't seen it.
Okay, this is the last one, and then I'm gonna let you out of here.
Come to the mall.
Come to the mall.
No way.
Bro, why is you on the floor? Why is you on the floor? I've been recording you the whole time in Denny's restroom. Sorry.
What's that guy doing in there? That's a lurker, huh? Yes. Oh my God.
Is that the best thing?
That's a dang lurker, bro. Let me get that hitter on him one more time.
Bro, why is you on the floor? Why is you on the floor? I've been recording you the whole time in Denny's restroom. Sorry.
Sorry. By the way, I think the guy in the shitters is the one that says sorry.
The white guy?
No, the guy who's shitting. I don't know what ethnicity.
Oh,
is.
one guy's black and one guy's white. Play it one more
So I
time.
think the guy shitting.
Why is you on the floor? I've been recording you the whole time in Denny's restroom. Sorry.
It sounds like the black guy said sorry.
No,
like
it's the guy that's peeping that says sorry, right?
Let's play it one more time,
But you don't
me,
see his mouth move.
It sounds like the black guy is
It sounded like he
apologizing.
said, "Come to the mall."
Why is you on the floor? I've been recording you the whole time in Denny's restroom. Sorry.
I think it's the black guy.
God,
It's
bro.
the black guy. Right?
Where are y'all getting all this?
Dude, I'm telling you, I have so many more, but you got to go. I'll save it for next time.
Oh, no, play one more, please.
All right.
Bro, I'm in now, dude.
This one's gonna fuck
What?
your
Where'd
life
you
up.
get that?
Bro? This is what we do all day. You do other shit.
Bro, we got
You like
do
write
this,
jokes,
bro.
You write jokes. You fucking like go entertain real people. You like travel. I don't do any of that.
Yeah, but you got this, bro. I'll trade you a couple months for that video. Dude. Who is that guy?
Dude.
That guy looks like he's at an audition.
Might have been he got the job. All right, this
yeah.
one's gonna trip you the fuck out.
Black guys get it. They'll get. They know how they want things done. If you're in urinals, so this dude one time beat on the wall next to me. He's like, "Hey man, let me get a courtesy flush, man. Let me get that courtesy flush."
You were shitting,
I was doing number 2.
and he was like,
Oh,
Let me get that courtesy.
he
flush.
wasn't even in there that long.
But he was in his, and I was in mine. Dude, another time.
Wait, he was shitting?
He was also probably shitting or peeing for a long time.
Dude.
But I
And did you
respected that,
flush?
man. That's what I'm saying. Black guys, they control the environment, you know, and especially in a Europe.
What do you do when you flush? Do you get up?
No, courtesy flushes. You've been sitting in there too long. You know, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable because.
The smell?
Oh, wow, that lady's getting into that. What is that, a lobster?
Okay. Wait, hold
Is
on.
that a Thanksgiving lobster?
I need, it could be. Yeah, so hold on. But that's presumptuous because the water splashed on your ass. So you got to stand up. You probably had paper on the.
Well, it was just the scent. He didn't want any more.
But
the
did you
scent of
stand up?
feces in
Did
the
you
air.
stand up to flush because the shit water will splash on your balls and shit?
I probably stayed right there, dude. Yeah, I got pretty nervous.
Yeah, you don't fuck around. You're like,
Well, I never talked to a white man or a black man while I was taking a shit.
yeah, no man.
Sorry, and I don't mean to talk about shit around the baby.
Yeah,
Oh, he's used
all
to
right.
it.
He's gonna be doing plenty of that. All right,
That's true.
Here we go.
A trigger warning for this one, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh.
This is like Janita and the Giant Peach, huh? This thing is
Look at this claw, dude. Janita and the giant peach.
Bro, I feel like that lobster has like Down syndrome or something. You can't eat that, man. This is unbelievable, huh? Where's this lady from?
America, dude.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
No.
Wonderful.
She might be Jamaican.
It goes on. It's like a 30-minute, but that's.
Is it
super
really?
quick.
Have you eaten that lobster?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
30 minutes.
And
It's
she's a
called
podcaster?
Eating with Q.
No, YouTube.
Dang, bro.
We made a video about her on our.
She's awesome, huh?
Yeah, she's a fucking legend. There's actually a whole I should show you the rant.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd watch her eat. She's cute, too.
She looks good. She
Yeah,
does her
very
makeup,
pretty
her
eyes,
hair,
dude.
and everything. You just leave when you're ready, because at this point, it's 12:53.
Oh, yeah, I got to leave then.
Yeah. I don't want to, because
No.
I
So we
could suck
should
you
wrap it
down.
up.
I could suck you in here.
Dude, this is awesome, man. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much.
You got to
man.
come back again soon, because I got more videos to show you.
How much more time's that that bun got on it?
3 months.
3 months.
Less than 3 months now, June 6th.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be wild. I'm excited. I am. I feel very happy about it. And I don't even like admitting that to myself. That's how fucked up I am. I'm like, dude, you can feel happy about this, right? That's kind of one of the cool things about childhood. It's like, it's okay to feel positive about this.
Yeah.
It's actually great.
Yeah, because if you don't,
It's
if you
great
don't start
that
to,
you feel happy about it.
because if you don't start to, I think, look at some of that, or if we don't start to look at those kind of moments where it's like, I'm not feeling happy about this, even though I know I probably want to.
Yeah.
And I'm not finding a way to be that way.
Yeah.
Then that's where we don't break the chain of like,
Right.
you know,
Bad parenting.
yeah, or not bad, or just those weird
The
feelings.
ping
that,
pong game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This shit, I go to like 12-step programs. So that's why I learned, a lot of that kind of thinking and stuff. And for me, it's been helpful because I never had any thoughts like that at all. I was fucking eating lobster, bro, And now I'm fucking.
There's a whole new mental universe
Yeah.
that you got to discover.
Yeah. It's so true, bro.
There's like different steps of mental maturity. And you gotta build the scaffolding. There's people that are like fully and fucking enlightened, right?
Yeah.
Like for real.
Fucks, though. They're fucking nuts, though.
But they like understand everything. All right, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. But.
TheoVon.com. If you're not convinced by this that he's the funniest fucking dude you're gonna watch, then go away.
Oh, and you're on
You're
Hot
entitled-
Ones tomorrow?
Yeah, we got hot ones coming on tomorrow.
I'm gonna watch that.
Cool.
I was like, what the fuck, Sean? Why didn't that come out first? Because that's how I do all my research for my guests. I just watch Hot Ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the best researcher. I didn't even pretend. I'm like, dude, I'll just watch Hot Ones for 20 minutes.
Yeah, he went deep, dude. He had
He's
some
crazy.
thoughts.
He's
yeah.
freaky.
He knew a lot of stuff. Nice guy, too.
He's the best. Fucking,
Yeah.
he's so good at his job.
He is.
I love the
And he has
show.
a very unique tone when he's talking and asking questions,
Yeah.
He's really good at letting the guest shine. He kind of is like, and I mean, it says a compliment. He's like,
Our song was playing and the song is over.
we've wrapped up the show 3 times already. He's like Charlie Brown. Is that an insult?
I mean, I wouldn't say Charlie Brown. I would say Charlie Beige. You know, I don't want anybody to get offended out there. You know.
No, I love Sean. You know, Sean knows I love him.
No, of course he does, man.
He's just he's like let's let you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see you
All right.
later, Sean.
So thank you,
thank you
Theo.
so much.
Thank you.
TheoVon.com.
Thank you
Go
so
get
much.
some fucking tickets for Christ's sake. Go listen to his podcast this past weekend.
Or the
No
special
offense on Netflix. For
Yeah,
Christ's sake,
or
just
come see
support.
the show in person.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
old
it
show
is.
on Netflix is kind of okay, but you know, the new experience at the club is a lot of fun. People come out; it's a lot of good people too.
I'm telling
we
you.
had so much fun when
Oh,
we.
thanks.
yeah.
I think you were testing out material probably at the Comedy Store. You told a wild story about like your brother trying to fuck you or something.
Oh yeah,
But that was a wild, crazy, and I
Well,
was
not
having
fuck, but yeah,
or well,
Sex.
Yeah, sex. I don't know. I say that.
yeah. When it's
Interchangeably.
family,
We-
you don't say fuck it. I don't. I say sex. you know?
But it was fantastic.
yeah,
It was.
and he's a
but
great guy. He does trees now. He works in the tree business. So
Still got a Woody apparently. Or still
Yeah,
works
there
with
we
his
go. I'll
wood.
take
Still
that.
works with his wood.
thank you guys so much. man.
TheoVon.com. Go
Right.
watch him. Guys, thank you for watching. We will be back next Wednesday with Slow-Mo guys. That's exciting. That'll be fun. So we'll see you guys then. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. God bless. See you next week. Have a great week. Good. Dan, cut it off.